All right, I'm going to do a abridged offer review today. I'm just going to do it quickly on some interesting topics. Now, before we get into things related to Marvel Strike Force, a developer friend of mine sent me this link right here, and he wanted me to bring up some of the key points. And I'm only going to read the first part of it, but she's a developer for Riot Games, and she's talking about pay-to-win mechanics in mobile titles. Here are some spicy thoughts on the alarming recent trends I'm seeing regarding mobile game monetization. The boundaries of pay-to-win are being pushed into new and worrying territory. And we're just going to go through 2 of 7 right here. Games are obscuring predatory pay-to-win mechanics to much later in the game experience, late game experience, and are being masked by a gameplay layer over the top that makes it even harder for players to understand what they're engaging with and how much it actually costs. That being said, there's a new calendar for the Ace of Raids now. So this is a total of 750 Gambit points, and depending on how many people are in your alliance, but we're going to do the math based on running in a full alliance of 24 people. And I got to give a big shout out to Yuletide Bringer, who redid the math, and the math changed. And I want to say that the math changed in 3 important areas. One right here at 100% on difficulty 4 now should be able to get the bracelet. Then also right here, difficulty 7, 60% will be able to get the bracelet. Now, where you will not get the bracelet is if you're doing 90% in difficulty 6 or 75% in difficulty 6. It's still right here in this area where it does not work. And this is the 60% mark, and this is the 100% mark. Lastly, if you're doing 100% in difficulty 6, then you can get all of the milestones. So 100% difficulty 6. Now, the problem with this has been very challenging to get 24 people to do all of this. People have lives. People are doing other things. And when I've polled chat before in the past and asked them, it says, are you able to 100% the Greek raids? And only 25% of the people said that they were able to get their alliance to do that. So that is not something that's realistic. And I feel like this is so convoluted and complicated, and it's intentionally complicated to mask what this lady is saying right here. Games are obscuring pay-to-win mechanics. And I feel like if we need spreadsheets for these milestones in a mobile game, we need spreadsheets. Why do we need spreadsheets? How hard is it to play this game without spreadsheets? How hard is to play this game without Discord? I know some people can do it, but a lot of alliances are heavily dependent on Discord for coordination and doing raids and wars and things like that. I mean, my alliance even has like a whole room set up for war, and they do a voice chat. Everybody jumps in on the voice chat. So it feels like we're definitely taking the game to a new level. 2 other things. We got a post right here from Archangel. He's talking about character availability. Hey, all, I've gotten a question, comments on this. A while back, it was communicated that we plan to make a new character available every first Wednesday of the month. They use the word fountainable, which is a made-up word. The blog this upcoming Friday will announce the next character for 7.6. There might even be a bonus character some months as well. Now, this is a departure from what they initially said in February of 2020. They said most months will have a second character, and in rare cases, it would be 1. So that is a departure from the messaging that we saw 2 years ago when they committed to doing this. And then you can go and look at the blog post on that. I've looked at it before. And then secondly, another message here from Cerebro says, the dev team has heard player feedback, and I have no idea what this means, by the way. We're going to read it, though. The dev team has heard player feedback regarding the new raid sim feature. We are currently reviewing this feedback and investigating the feature itself to ensure that it is functioning as intended. That we will update you when the investigation discussions have concluded, likely next week. We appreciate your patience in the interim. So I'll explain the way it works, and it works the way that I personally thought it was going to work, in that, you know, it's basically the same thing as going into the node and pressing auto. and then that messes up your cooldowns and everything like that if you just did it that way, but it does it very quickly. I think what a lot of people were wanting was some sort of mechanic like they have in other games where if you've completed this raid 50 times or 80 times, now you've officially 3-starred it and you don't have to play it anymore. So I don't know if that's what they're going to talking about or if there's an actual bug. I feel like also that the way that it is working now is saving me time in Doom 2.3. For example, I was able to do myself personally 4 nodes. My alliance mates did the boss nodes, so I didn't get to test the boss nodes, but I was able to do the first 2 nodes in Doom 2.3 on Bio with Web Warriors, and I was able to do basically with Eternals on the first Mystic node, and then I was able to do Dormhold in the second Mystic node. So there was a total of 4 nodes that I was able to auto. Now, if this feature was launched during the Greek raids, I feel that the community would have embraced it more, but instead they launched it in the middle of a new Gambit raid where none of this was working. So I don't feel like it was a perfect launch in that sense. Also, something that went under the radar and I think is a very good thing, if you click this little streak button right here, it says streak milestones on. Then if you hit the tab, it says all players will be able to complete a daily streak milestones to earn additional rewards. And so this is bonus stuff. Let me show. There's basically a new milestone in the game right now, and it's over here, and it's called Save the World, spend campaign energy, and it's a part of the streak right there. And if you look at it, feel like it's pretty easy to get to 600 campaign energy. A lot of people will be, closer to this range right here if they're doing the 50 cores, but this is literally bonus stuff. And it doesn't add up to a lot, but I feel like the general consensus in this is bonus stuff is bonus stuff. I think their silver promotion credits are very good. Now, as far as offer review, we're just going to go through offer review very quickly, and we're only going to do it on my main account. I don't have the free-to-play account loaded up, and we're just going to go through it. Madeline Pryor, someone asked me if they thought this was worth getting or if Madeline Pryor herself was worth getting. She's a defensive war character, and my feeling about her is that she is very mediocre, and I wouldn't actively suggest for someone to wail on this character. So anyways, let's move on from that. Then we've got Sunfire offers right here. So this is 2 Sunfire orbs that I value at $3 a piece, plus an Armory 14. Doesn't quite add up to $10. Then we've got the Thor offers right here for Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. It was announced today that they are going to be for the 3rd Horseman, one of the Scourge teams that's required on nodes 5 and 10 on difficulty 5 and up. They also said that there are going to be 2 additional teams that they have not announced yet coming. So I guess they had bad sales on her, and that this is a way for them to encourage sales. Where is she going to be used? Mostly on defense on war. I haven't found another secondary purpose for her yet other than now with this Scourge event. Another set of Sapphire offers. I value these orbs at $3 a piece, so that adds up to $15. Again, these are the orbs that give a minimum 6, maximum 180, and average about 9.3. Campaign energy, this is very okay. I'm not a fan. And here's the deal on this. I feel like this is the best Gambit offer that we've had. Basically, if you multiply this by 3, you're getting for $30, you're getting 60 Gambit charge, which is okay. But you're getting some 14s and some 15s. The thing I like about this offer is that, let's say you're 20 shards from going up to the next level, you can just buy $10 worth. You're not forced to buy $30 or $50 or $20, whatever. You can just buy $10 if you only need 20 shards. So I'm a fan of this offer. I think a lot of people pick this up, and I think that's great. I'm not a fan of that, but this is definitely for people that are trying to push to get to level 86 and through 90. I played against a guy in Cosmic Crucible today that was at level 90, and yeah, I got stomped. It is what it is. Trash. Not really a fan of these offers. I'm just saying, when we get to something I think that is worth talking about, I'll pause. This is worth talking about. If you are struggling inside of the Gambit raids and spending a lot of power cores, this is cheaper than using power cores. But for healing, that is. All right, not a fan. This is for the Morgan Le Fay orbs. Yes, there are other things in these orbs other than Morgan Le Fay. But the main reason why people are getting this is for Morgan Le Fay, and they average 3.52 Morgan Le Fay shards per orb. Anyways, let's move past that. I'm not going to be purchasing that. $35 for 50 character shards is too pricey for me. And then we've got basically $25 for the supernatural team, which is being used for the Blitz Rumble that's going on right now. Scarlet Witch has been moved to Dark Hold. And then we've got Elsa and Ghost Rider going to Dark Hunters. Mordo is kind of a flex on Dark Hunters. And then the OG Doctor Strange is completely on the bench at this time. Anyways, do what you got to do on that. And then I feel like this is a good deal. This is twice as much for 2.5 times more. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of this. Pretty much not a fan of any of these offers down here. We're just scrolling down to the bottom to see if there is a one core offer. I think it's pretty important to check that every day. These one core offers are where we're getting some of the points needed for Dazzler, because they have the orbs down there. I want to take a quick look at the web store to see if there is yesterday there was an offer that was not showing up anywhere in game, and I want to see if that offer is still available and draw your attention to it. All right, here we go. The web store is loading up right now, and the offer that I'm going to look at all these offers real quick, and we've reviewed all of them so far. The one offer that I was mostly interested in was an offer for, like, this is nothing interesting. Here it is right here. 750 campaign energy and a gold offer, a gold orb for $5. And my understanding is this offer is only available in the web store, and that is a pretty decent deal. Like, if you compare that right there, $5 for 750 energy compared to this offer right here, which is $15 for 1,000 energy, I don't think it's a great deal. All right, let me know what you think in the comments section, and as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Did I say 89? You're at 89.